I hate it when I'm being sad that I don't have a boyfriend, and some guy that I don't know will be like, oh, I bet so many guys want to date you, but like, I have to get to know them. But once I get to know them, they usually find something that they don't like about me soon enough. So the conclusion is, I'm the problem.
Having me in your life, and that's why I made the decision last night to block all of the men that I've ever spoken to.
It's really messed up.
Guys, I figured out the reason why I'm single. Apparently you have to go outside and meet people. Like, you actually have to go outside and talk to them.
Bruh.
Yeah, it's gonna be a no for me.
What?
I'm so lonely. I'm so lonely. I've talked to my therapist about that already, but I'm screaming on the internet about that because, I just need everyone to know, I guess. I don't talk to anyone, not via internet, not in real life. I'm silent all the time.
That's okay, I don't listen to women.
Obviously, I have no boyfriend and I'm very sexually frustrated. I either need to travel or someone, I don't know. That's it, thank you for listening to that. I'm very lonely, I'm 21, I have no friends, I have no partner. It's nice being alone. No, it's not.
Poor thing.
To my 25 to 29-year-olds, dating hits different. Now, I know they say that 30 is prime time for women, and I am not doubting that at all, but you do get a little anxious as you approach your dirty 30s, I'm not gonna lie.
There is a major shift that happens in your late 20s, specifically around dating. You wake up one morning and you're no longer attracted to fancy cars or looking for his height or his income. You just want to know that he has a Costco card.
Sexting in your late 20s is just different, you know what I mean? Like, I was talking to this guy and he's like, ooh, are you horny, baby? It's like, yeah, Brian, I'm horny. Horny for stability. Now pump a white picket fence and family into me already. Jesus.
I'm just f***ing done dating. Like, excuse my language, but I'm done. Like, for a while there, I was on a kick for the younger guys because that was all that was hollering at me. Because I must say, I think I look pretty good for being 33.
I got into it with my friend today, and she was like, well, it's a lose-lose. Either they don't invite you, and then you're hurt because you're left out, or invite you, and you're the third or the fifth wheel. I'm just over it. I'm exhausted by it. I'm like fucking tired of it. I'm tired of feeling like the loser who doesn't have someone. I'm tired of feeling like the person who like doesn't know how to like grow up and move on with their life.
I don't need a man. I'm a strong, independent woman.
Would you rather be stuck in a forest with a man or a bear?
A bear, absolutely.
What do you say?
The bear won't hold me hostage.
What if it's a good guy?
You don't know that.
What about you? Would you take the man or the bear?
The bear wouldn't do anything for you. Like, there's no conversation. You wouldn't be able to engage in anything. Like, the bear could just leave at any time or kill you.
I like this one.
So why do you think you're selecting the bear over the man?
Because I don't want the man to hold me hostage. I'd rather the bear just maul me and kill me.
What?
Yo, is this weird? Like, once a nigga start caring more in a relationship than me, I don't like him no more. Is that weird? Like, for me to stay interested, I have to care and like you more than you like me. Because why you text me good morning? That's my problem. I like nonchalant ass men. And like,
See?
The more you act like you don't care, the more I'm going to care. Like,
I don't know who needs to hear this today, but if a man buys you dinner, you do not owe him your body or really anything afterwards.
Now this is a story all about how I asked a guy for his number and he turned me down.
Rejected. The reason why I knew I needed to get a divorce was because I have a crystal clear memory of me having sex with my husband and thinking about this other guy and me knowing in that moment I have to divorce him because if I don't get out of this marriage, I'm going to cheat on him. I'm going to try to find this.
You got these women being raised to be just entitled, like they're owed something for just fucking showing up. I showed up, I'm owed something. I showed up on this date, you owe me a meal. You owe me entertainment, you owe me all this stuff. And what they do is they try to mitigate the man. They try to neuter him, they try to keep him controlled, and they put ice on the wings. And every time that guy tries to go and do some level up, you're gone too much, blah, blah. It's met with some sort of criticism and some sort of frustration. And so you got these two different things. So the first thing as a man you got to understand is you got to, if you're not already in a relationship, you got to decide whether you're dealing with a princess, and if you're dealing with a princess, she's going to turn into a tyrant when you get married. She's going to be a fucking tyrant.
I feel like the hardest part about dating as a single mom is that I have kids and I don't want no more. then I also don't want to date a baby dad.
What? If he was like 5'5", would you still date him?
No, she wouldn't.
Like same person, but he's just like 5'5". Still taller than you, right?
Yeah, but like, I like the height difference.
So would you still be with him if he was like shorter?
Now, no.
Oh, no.
Rumor has it that the more money a man has, the more attractive he becomes to women. Mythbusters decided to put this theory to the test. They gathered 100 women and split them into two groups. The first group of 50 women rated 12 men based on basic profiles, showing just their names, jobs, and hometowns. These men had ordinary jobs like baristas and customer service reps. After the first round, the men's average rating was 56 out of 120 points. Then, for the second group, the same men's jobs were changed to high-paying careers like doctors and bank managers, and their addresses updated to affluent neighborhoods. Would these high-status changes make them more attractive? The results were clear. While many women claimed money didn't affect their decisions, the data showed otherwise. The average score jumped 23% to 68 points. Martin, who went from sales clerk to heart surgeon, saw his score increase by 32%. Ian, who became a venture capitalist, had a whopping 76% boost in his rating. The experiment showed that while looks and personality matter, income undeniably plays a role in perceived attractiveness. Like it or not, success seems to add to the appeal.
I didn't want a really nice guy when I was 24. Right? And so I ended things. I went back on the scene. I mean, things worked out. I got married. Right? But relatively speaking, if things didn't work out, and I said to myself, you know what, I do want a nice guy. I do want someone who's stable. I do want someone who's loving. Now that I'm older, I'm more reflective. I know you don't believe in older, but...
By older, she means more experience, more partners, more trauma, more baggage. You get the point.
She belongs to the street.
You are not going to tell me that the only thing a man gets from a woman is nasty sex.
How am I not going to tell you that? So you tell me what a man feel he get. No, since you know what a man feel a man get, tell me what a man feels he get. Tell me.
I love that y'all making the point.
Tell me what a man feels he get, Azar.
I'm not a man, so I'm not going to speak for a man.
I'm up out of here.
Bye.
You just spoke for a man.
Bye.
You just sat here for 20 minutes telling me how a man feel what he get. That's all we get.
Crazy. That's not true.
No, listen.
He's telling you.
Exactly. This is why y'all don't want to care what the fuck a man wants.
I care.
She ain't even listening.
Say it, friend. I care.
All we get is sex.
That's your reward.
Let me put that in context.
Yeah. It's your reward. Yeah.
You are not about to buy not one man a motherfucking house. You're not about to buy one man a motherfucking car. You don't got to go bust your ass to buy a car, a house, pay a mortgage.
So
like,
is a kid not getting something?
Oh,
is
wow.
he carrying?
It's already been stamped. You're supposed to be the what? Provider. We have the pressure. I have to figure out how to buy this house, build this house, get this house. The Rock, who 10 times the salary for the ring. We have to do all these things. Oh, there's a sound. What is that? Let me go downstairs and...
Men will never understand the maintenance to keep up with as a woman. And this is why men should pay for everything, like our dinners, our flights. They need to spoil us.
Oh, hell no!
She gave up on me. When a woman leaves you, they're placing the bet against your future. They're betting that they can find better elsewhere. And I kept telling myself, she may have placed a bet against my future, but wait till she find out how much she lost on that bet.
So I met this guy in a dating app and we both agreed that we wanted something casual, okay? And at the time I did want something casual. I really wasn't looking for a serious relationship and we were having fun together. We were hanging out a lot and eventually at some point or another, one of us was obviously bound to caught feelings and it was me. And I basically expressed to him that I wanted to date him and he proceeded to not respond to that text for 2 days.
Rejected.
Do women need men?
No. Absolutely not. No.
But no. Why? Because I don't know, women are independent, but also sometimes, like earlier I was carrying my water upstairs. I wish I had a man.
So we're only good to carry shit?
Yeah.
No. We could be strong, independent. It would be nice, but it's not needed. No.
Hell no. Never.
No.
No.
Women that want to be with a guy will get on a plane, they'll get on a boat, they will meet you anywhere in the world because they want to be with you. The problem with older, bitter, single women is they tell women that they are the prize. And the problem is, you will never be happy with a guy that treats you like the prize. You just won't. Women hate men that put them on a pedestal. Another way you can tell if women don't like their husbands if they were friends first. When a woman wants to be with a guy, she will not friend zone him. Women don't even care if you have a girlfriend or a wife or whatever. I'm just being honest, guys. Women will hunt you down if they want to be with you.
You want to say to the single dudes out there?
Get your shit together! Y'all is just failing as men out here. Get it together.
What do we got to get together?
Get everything together. Get your credit together. Get your lawyers.
Okay.
Get here before you go out ruining another woman.
Okay, and then what do you chicks got to get together?
Nothing.
This is beyond me. You're perfect.
Yes.
Women.
You don't understand that this modern world and all this beautiful technology around you that you're sitting in right now, if it weren't for men building that and maintaining that, you would have no illusion of being able to be a strong, independent woman and have all these choices and do what you want.
But why do men do all of that?
They do it because they're benevolent and they are good. Isn't that crazy? They're actually really nice and they care about us even though they don't have to.
But they're getting something out of you.
If men were as bad and misogynistic as you think, they would put us in cages and we'd be, baby farms. There would be baby farms.
Why are you walking away from me?
Why would you not tell me that you had a two-man?
I mean, we were just playing a game.
That's
Never
not
have
a
I
game.
ever.
That's
No,
not
we
a
were
game.
playing Never Have I Ever. So
she belongs to the streets. We're in a relationship. How could you not tell me that you did a whole two-man? Like, you trying to embarrass me or something right now?
we don't talk about how many bodies or nothing like that. Like, that was just...
We've talked about a lot. You had a whole threesome with two dudes, and that's something that you think you couldn't tell me about?
No, it's not threesome. It's actually, like, 4 people. But that's besides the point. That's besides the point.
I'm literally being stood up right now. I don't even want to talk about this because, quite frankly, it's humbling.
Rejected.
Today, I'm really struggling with being single. I've just been crying. I'm not about to come on here and cry again though, because I keep on crying on TikTok and it's really embarrassing. But I'm just really struggling being single today. Like, I just don't want to be single. I just want to be in a relationship, and it's actually really fucked up. Like, when I actually deep it, that I feel like I need to be in a relationship in order to be happy. Like, that is actually how I feel at the moment. Like, I don't feel like I'm myself unless I'm in a relationship.
You know you're single when you're sitting and smiling at your phone and someone asks, who's got you smiling like that? Nobody. It's just memes.
I am 33 years old and I am single. I have no children. My friend was over today. She's 32 years old, same, single, no children. We were talking about life. We did our vision boards and we were just thinking and reflecting on where life has taken us and why some things didn't work out.
So this video is for any women who are approaching 30 or who are in their 30s or maybe even older, who are still single, no husband, no children, and they're watching their friends, their family appear to move ahead in life and they feel like they're stuck and alone.
I feel like I've been pretty positive about being single and just knowing that when it's supposed to happen, it will happen. But then some days I have a day like today and I'm over waiting. Like, I am just... like, it hurts my heart, kind of. I want to just...
What you just witnessed is the complete behavioral blueprint of the modern Western woman, a walking contradiction factory that would make even the most skilled psychologist throw up their hands in defeat. This isn't just a collection of random complaints. This is a systematic demonstration of how feminism has created a generation of women who are fundamentally incompatible with their own biological imperatives and social needs. These women have been sold the biggest lie in human history, that unlimited choice leads to happiness. What we're seeing is the psychological torment of having too many options with no framework for making decisions. They can't pick a man because they've been programmed to believe there's always someone better around the corner. They've turned dating into a consumer experience where men are products to be evaluated, returned, and replaced. But here's the brutal reality. when you treat everything like a transaction, you lose the ability to form genuine connections. These women are crying about being lonely while simultaneously rejecting every man who shows interest. They want the emotional benefits of a relationship without any of the sacrifice, commitment, or vulnerability that real relationships require. Notice how every single complaint revolves around what they're not getting, never what they're not giving. They expect men to pay for everything, provide entertainment, offer stability, and accept their baggage, but what exactly are they bringing to the table? The answer is nothing, and they know it. When that woman says, if a man buys you dinner, you don't owe him anything, she's essentially arguing that men should provide resources with no expectation of reciprocity. This isn't empowerment, it's parasitism. She wants all the benefits of traditional male provision with none of the traditional female obligations. The experiment showing women rating men 23% higher when they had better jobs isn't surprising, it's predictable. Women are hardwired for hypergamy, but modern society has convinced them to deny this basic biological reality. They claim money doesn't matter while simultaneously proving it's one of their primary selection criteria. But here's where it gets interesting. These same women are shocked when high-value men don't want to commit to them. They want men who are successful, attractive, and financially stable, but they can't understand why those men have options and standards of their own. They're competing for the top 20% of men while bringing bottom-tier value to the marketplace. The most revealing moment is when these women alternate between, I don't meet a man, and I'm so lonely I can't function. This is the core contradiction of modern feminism. It promises independence while ignoring the fundamental human need for connection and partnership. They've been told that needing a man makes them weak, so they convince themselves they don't need one. But biology doesn't care about ideology. Their bodies are screaming for pair bonding, family formation, and feminine fulfillment, while their minds are rejecting these needs as oppressive. The women in their 30s are starting to feel the biological reality that feminism tried to hide from them. They spent their 20s finding themselves and riding the carousel, and now they're discovering that their sexual market value has an expiration date. The desperation is palpable, but instead of adjusting their standards or behavior, they're doubling down on entitlement. The woman talking about wanting stability instead of fancy cars isn't evolving, she's settling. She's realizing that the bad boys who gave her tingles in her 20s aren't interested in committing to her now that she's hitting the wall. So she's trying to trap some beta provider with her depreciated assets. These women are broadcasting their failures to the internet for sympathy and validation. They're performing their pain for digital applause instead of actually fixing their problems. This is the modern woman's coping mechanism. When reality doesn't match their expectations, they create a support network of other failed women to validate their delusions. They'd rather be right than be happy. They'd rather maintain their victim narrative than admit they've been living their lives backwards. The most honest moment comes when that woman admits that all men get from relationships is sex, while men are expected to provide everything else. She's accidentally telling the truth about the modern relationship dynamic. Men are expected to be providers, protectors, entertainers, and emotional support systems, while women contribute. What exactly? This is why more men are walking away from the traditional relationship model. When the cost-benefit analysis becomes so lopsided that men are essentially paying for the privilege of being someone's emotional tampon, rational men opt out of the game entirely. At the end of the day, these women are fighting a war against their own biology and losing badly. They can't logic their way out of millions of years of evolutionary programming. They need masculine energy, protection, and provision, but they've been taught to despise the very men who can provide these things. They want traditional male behavior, provision, protection, commitment, while offering modern female behavior, independence, sexual history, career focus. It's like trying to negotiate with someone who wants to buy your car but refuses to pay for it. What we're witnessing is the real-time collapse of the modern dating market. These women represent the first generation to fully embrace feminist ideology, and the results speak for themselves. They're miserable, alone, and completely unable to form stable relationships. The men they rejected in their 20s have either moved on to younger women or dropped out of the dating market entirely. The men they want now, the successful, stable providers, are looking at this generation of women and saying, no thanks. This is what happens when you give women unlimited choice without responsibility, when you tell them they can have it all without sacrificing anything, when you convince them that their feelings matter more than biological reality. These women are living proof that feminism is a failed social experiment that has created the most miserable generation of women in human history. They have more opportunities, more freedom, and more options than any women who came before them, and they're absolutely miserable. The red pill truth is simple: you can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't spend your 20s rejecting good men and expect them to be waiting for you in your 30s. You can't demand traditional male behavior while offering modern female behavior. You can't fight biology and expect to win. These women are the cautionary tale. They're what happens when an entire generation of women is raised to believe that their sexual market value is infinite, that they deserve everything without earning anything, and that men exist to serve their needs without reciprocity. The game has changed, but these women are still playing by the old rules. And they're losing badly. The question isn't whether they'll figure it out, the question is whether they'll figure it out before it's too late. For the men watching this, learn from their mistakes. Don't be their emotional tampon. Don't be their provider without getting something in return. Don't accept their baggage as your responsibility. You have value. Act like it.